What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia, and today I have a video that's going to do a lot of different things all in one video. I have a haul. We're going to show you the warmer that I got from World Tour, which is available starting March 1st. We're going to talk about the things that are going out and kind of my report card on what I think is going to come back. We're going to talk about the scent of the month summary, and we are going to talk about what I put in my Scentsy Club. I'll just kind of tell you. So I don't know how long this video is, but I think it's going to be on the longer side, so let's get started. All right, so I had a haul recently, and what I've been struggling with lately is sometimes I've been getting a lot of headaches and maybe some womanly issues that I'm just not feeling the greatest. And when it comes time to film, I feel terrible. So I've been pushing off some of my videos. So some of the hauls that my customers have been getting, I haven't even been filming. So recently I got a fair size haul, 2 customers plus some of my items, and I just got their items out to them. But what I thought I'd do is I'll show you what I got, and then I will, when I'm doing the last chance and going through all the bars, I'll tell you what they picked up that way. It's kind of fun to see what people get. All right, so part of my haul, I picked up 20 watt 3-pack bulbs. I don't use a lot of 20 watts, but sometimes if someone local picks up some bulbs from me, I replace them. So that's why it seems like I'm always buying bulbs, because that's a #1 tip that I would say. You can really ingratiate yourself to customers, especially people that have never dealt with you before, if you can supply them with emergency bulbs because they've run out. All right, laundry. It's coming to spring, and so I thought let's switch over to Fiji Flower. So we have the Fiji Flower washer whiffs, and I picked up 2 sets of the dryer discs. So there's 4 dryer discs altogether. And what I try to do when I close out parties is I try to put the inexpensive items as my half off, just so I'm not paying out as much, and I use my house credits for everything else. That's my approach. Now, when I first started, I would usually put warmers and things like that, but now I have a lot of things, so I'm trying to, shell out during a party as few bucks as possible. All right, so let's go over the warmer that I picked up. And I actually have another warmer that was part of the World Tour, so I will show you that as well. And what I'll probably have to do is branch off and show you these plugged in, because I don't have a plug super close to me. All right, so the warmer I picked up was, drumroll, Sunset Sands. So I've been talking to you guys about this, and people are saying it's a really nice warmer. Sorry if this is noisy. Let's just move this off to the side. So this is a 40 watt Edison bulb warmer. And I was a little bit nervous that I would regret not getting it, so I decided to get it. So whenever you get warmers that are glass in nature, they usually have styrofoam, so that's coming up. Ooh, what a big dish. This is like an amber colored dish, and the number on the bottom is 4. This is a glass dish, good size. We'll put that aside. So here comes the styrofoam. Some people don't like the sound. I'm sure most people don't like the sound, but you just never know. Okay, so this is a good size warmer. Now the other thing is, if you get a warmer and you don't know what wattage it is, you want to pay attention to the wattage, because you always want to make sure you're using the proper bulb for the warmer. You can always go down in wattage. Please do not exceed the wattage, because that is a fire hazard. There are 3 spots you can usually find the warmer wattage. On the back here, it says 40 watt on the bottom of the box. The second spot you can find it is on the cord. There's a white portion on your cord, and it says 40 watt. The other thing you can do is you can look at the bulb. If you're unsure, the bulbs usually have it imprinted in around the, I don't even know what you would call this portion. It's hard to see, but you can see it says 40 watt. And on element warmers, there's a black, almost like a rubbery portion on the bottom of most element warmers, and in tiny, tiny imprinted letters you can see the wattage there. Excuse me. All right, so here we have, and this is friggin' heavy, but I will just bring it up to you. So there's a middle section, and the middle section kind of goes around, and this is really pretty. This is going to go nice with my it would even go nice here in the bedroom, but it's probably going to be too bright. So you take your Edison bulb, which has a yellowy tint, and you screw it down in. And then I will put the now the only thing I don't like is when you're screwing it in, there's a thing on the bottom, and this is one of the newer electrical things, so they can just take this out, and you can, if there's anything wrong with your electrical portion of your warmer, you let Scentsy know. You can remove this portion, keep the glass and everything else, and just send back the electrical. They send you a replacement. So when you're turning that, sometimes it turns from the bottom, you can feel it, so I just make sure I turn it. So I'm going to branch off here and insert a quick little video of what this looks like plugged in. Okay everyone, so I apologize about the angle here, but this is the best way I could do it. So here we have the Sunset Sands unlit, and I will light it up. I'm just putting it here for ease. I'll just let the cord drop. Oh, is that ever pretty against the color of the, I forget what you call this thing. It's kind of used to be in a dining room. But yeah, I was worried you could see the bulb, but it's really nice. So I'll just pan around so you can see. And I'll turn the warmer a little bit. You can kind of see the black at the bottom, but it kind of goes nicely with the thing, I don't know, leopard print. And the fact that it kind of dips down there, I kind of like that for mine. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I am loving it. All right, so let's talk about the wax bars that I picked up. Now I decided I don't want to club as many bars as normal. I'm trying to keep my club small. So I thought realistically, I have a lot of wax, and you know, if I bought 3 bars or 4 bars, it's going to take me a while, probably like between 3 and 5 years to get through. So I picked up a 6-pack. So I picked up 3 pumpkin cinnamon swirls because I love these, and I did label them already with my little stickers. So this is in the spice category, but it could easily be a bakery. Yeah, it smells like a pumpkin cinnamon, very, very nice. I think the only reason I don't want to club this, and I hope I don't kick myself, is back a few years ago, I had probably about 8 or 9 to warm through, and I warmed through so many that I grew a little bit tired of it, but I do really, really like it. The other one I wanted to pick up was Crayon Apple Crumble. I picked up 3. Now, one thing I know, just from trying it with testers, is these go really nice together, so I could even do that. I could mix 1 bar and warm the other 2 on their own, that kind of thing. But Crayon Apple Crumble is kind of like a cranberry apple bakery goodness. There's a little bit of whipped cream, but it's not very vanilla heavy at all. Yeah. So, and it's fairly good performer. So I picked up 3 and 3, and I'm doing that in the goal to not put those in my club. Fingers crossed they stay strong, right? I picked up a Mystery Man so that I would have it if it gets picked on Tester Tuesday. I do have some testers, but this is one that my local customers often grab from me, so it's very popular with my people around here. It's got, I think it's got verbena, and it's got like a citrusy bergamot and white cedar. All right, I picked up a blueberry cheesecake just because when I was sick early in January, I wanted something strong that I could smell, and my husband wasn't coming in the bedroom, and he doesn't really like this scent, so I thought, perfect, I'll warm this in the bedroom. So I put 2 cubes in my bedroom and 2 in the bathroom, left the door open, and just blueberry cheesecake everywhere, all in this area. And so I still have half a bar left, but I thought, well, I like to have a full one, so I picked up that, and it's basically blueberries, the cheesecake, and the graham cracker crust. All right, so maybe what we'll do next is I will show you another warmer that we picked up in World Tour, and I will show you, I did receive, we received a kit. It had the Scentsy suds, which are the sheets, and it had clothesline washer whiffs, and it had, I forget all that it had. But I actually won a bar for going up on stage, so I picked up another fresh water sage. I put F for free. Scentsy gave this to us. The challenge was to name a scent from every letter excluding the letter X in under 3 minutes. So I only needed like 1:49 to do it, I think. So when they said, is anyone done? I was like, I'm done, because I'm thinking, if I can be good at anything, this is one I can be good at. So I did go up on stage for that, so that was fun. So fresh water sage, I picked up a free bar of that to add to my other one. And as part of our, I don't know, kit that they provided, there was the warmer bubble blue in there. So I thought, let's unbox it together. I did see it on display. So this is a 20 watt. 20 watts aren't my favorite. It again is a glass warmer, so you're going to hear some noise. And what I will do is, once I show you this one, I will branch off into my storage room to show you the one that I want. And I'll explain here as I unpack this one. So when you go to a world tour, they bring all the new items for the season, and they set them up on display. So you can take a look, take pictures, blah, blah, blah. And they don't want to bring that back to Scentsy, so they auction it all off. They might put 3 bars, they might put the Easter collection pods, you know, they group them up into little bundles. And I think they had 35 bundles. And our world tour is very small, so there was a good chance that I was going to win a prize, and I did. And it was I think it's called the Beehive Warmer that I won. But this particular warmer is the one that they put in our Thank You for Coming kit, and it is called Bubble Blue. And here it is without the bulb in here. So it's showing up very dull green on the video, but it's more aqua. It's more aqua bright. And the cord is black, and there is a little notch for the cutout, so for the cord. So you put that, so it's pretty petite. So like here's my hand. And I don't have very big hands. So it's probably like 12 centimeters tall. And here's the little dish that it comes with. This says 4, but I highly think 4 would be a bit of a stretch. And so I will put the bulb in, which is right here, and then I will insert a little picture or video here of what this looks like lit up. Okay, so I just wanted to plug this one here because it's a little bit easier to get at. It's a 20 watt, and I believe it's called Bubble Blue. So let's turn the switch on, if I can find the... I will say that the cord is very stiff, so I think it's going to take a while to learn to lay flat. There we go. That's very cute. Cute and petite. 20 watts, so not too strong. Okay everyone, so here I am in my storage room. I don't want to turn the lights on and show you because it's a little bit messy. But right here is the top of a storage hutch, I guess you would say. And I put this on top and it lights the room up perfectly. And right now, you can see the little bees on the top, and this comes off. And then we have the dish is removable. And right now I have the beautiful Rio Beach going in here. It smells fantastic. Anyway, I love that it has a removable dish. I think I'm going to leave this one in here probably indefinitely. I love this little warmer. It's perfect for this spot, just the right amount of light. I can take the dish out and change it up that way. So easy because this is up kind of tall. So this is the Beehive. All right, so now that you've seen the warmer that I got from World Tour, the warmer that I won from World Tour, let's break off and go through the last chance section of the website. I'll talk to you about what my customers picked up, and I'll kind of give you my little, I don't know if it's a report card or predictions for next year's team, which is going to come back and what isn't. We'll break off and we'll do that portion next. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so here we are on my website. I'm going to go down to specials and last chance, and this is where you're going to see everything that's retiring. What we're going to talk about during this portion of the video is just my impressions of all the scents that are leaving, if I think they're going to come back. What scents did my customers pick up in the order that I couldn't show you, and what scents am I going to be putting in my Scentsy Club? So first thing I'm going to suggest you do is go over to the sort by area and change it to the A to Z or A to Z portion, and that way you can see things alphabetized. To my brain, it's a little bit easier. I will note that all the car bars and travel twists are being discontinued, so that's why you're going to see some of these in here. Some of them have sold out. So let's go on to the scents. We have Alpine Escape. That was a new release, and it was like a fresh, invigorating, somewhat minty, tree-like scent, and that one I think will not come back. It just didn't seem to get a lot of buzz, and I didn't notice a lot of sales come through for it. Now keep in mind, anything I say about whether I think something's going to come back or not, that is just my prediction. It's just for fun. If you love any of these scents, please make sure you put them in your Scentsy Club as the Always Get My Bar feature so you can continue to get them even if they're retired. All right, so I don't think that one's going to come back. Now typically most new releases do come back for another season, but that's not always the rule, so don't rely on that. All right, so we have some Amazon Rain products, so we'll keep going. Now we're on to Apple and Cinnamon Sticks. That is a best-selling scent typically, so I suspect we will see that back. It's a good performer, a little bit of a woodsy twist on an apple and cinnamon scent, a little bit more of a sophisticated special apple and cinnamon. I personally don't care for it, but most people seem to like it when they try it. All right, we have Arctic Kiss. This came around in 2020 as a scent of the month, and it's been in the catalog since around 2021, 2020-ish. I think that over time this one is declining in sales. I don't know if it's to the point where it's going to be retired, but I think it's phasing down in its life cycle. But I do think it's a terrific performer, very strong, very long lasting. I will say, I forgot to mention, one of my customers did pick up apple and cinnamon sticks. All right, I forgot that. Around the campfire, I think I'm going to club this or stock up. It's one that I really enjoy. It's a woodsy, fresh air, mountain smoky scent. I can only do it in small doses, like I add it to scents. I cut up a cube into like thirds and I might add it to a scent or half, sometimes even quarters. So I kind of utilize it almost like a brick. So if I buy a bar, it might last me a year easily. So if I buy 3 or 4, that will last me quite a while. I'm just not sure what to do with this one. I really enjoy it. It's a unique scent for Scentsy. And in my local order, I had 3 bars from my locals from this one. Autumn Hearth is a scent that I think it's in the spice category, but it could also, I believe it's in the spice category. I don't want to bring it up because if I do, well, let's bring it up. It'll have a little scent. Okay, yes, spice. Sometimes when I go back, it takes me back to the very beginning, but here we are. Okay, so this one I believe will stick around. I think it sells well enough. And I had a local customer pick up one and she really enjoyed it. So she messaged me about some of the newer ones that she picked up, really enjoyed them. All right, we have Autumn Road Trip. This one I think might not come back because I just feel like it's on its decline. So we'll see. I could be wrong, but this is not one that I will be picking up or stocking up or putting in my club. It's not one that I personally care for. So we have Autumn Sunset. That's been around for a long time. It's kind of like a spiced potpourri, old school style scent, and I think it will continue to stay because of its history. Sometimes you just never know, but I think it'll be back. Balsam Spice was a new release. I think that was probably up there with some of the top new release scents. Maybe this one or Vanilla Amber. I'm not sure which would have sold the best, but this is a really nice holiday festive, very nice, sweet, spicy, woodsy scent. So very good. Not one I'm going to repurchase unless it comes back next year, but I did enjoy it on the sweeter side. All right, we'll just continue on. We have Blackberry Plum Oil, which I've not tried. And Brown Butter Pumpkin. I think that will be returning, but to me it's more of a bakery blender than a spice scent. But I think it sold well enough that people were intrigued to try it and maybe it will return. So we will find out next year. We have Candy Cane Buttercream. This one is a frustrating scent, but also pleasant. It's such a beautiful scent, but on the lighter side. So performance is a struggle for me sometimes. I do usually stock up in the wax, but not enough to put in my club. And I will mention that I did use the pods, and the pods did not perform well at all for me. So just go into that with caution. I might actually also pick up a room spray in the new formulation because I do really enjoy this scent. I think it will come back I think it will come back. I think enough people buy it that it'll come back, but it's light. Caramel Apple Craze is a strong scent. It's a caramel apple scent. I think that will be back. Cashmere and Corduroy is a scent that I will be putting in my club, even though I suspect it will be back. It's a terrific performer, fairly strong in scent, quite long lasting. It's a beautiful scent, definitely worth a try. In my local order that I had, I believe there was 4 bars in my local order. Cedar Cider is an old school scent. I think that one will come back. One of my locals did pick up a bar, and my family really enjoyed this from many years ago. So I haven't purchased it in a long time, but I did enjoy it, and I believe I have an old style room spray in that one. All right, we have Cherry's Jubilee. That was in the holiday collection, I believe, last year. I don't think we're going to see this one back. One thing I noticed with Scentsy is sometimes they'll be lacking a certain scent, and then they bring out a whole bunch of wax bars in that product, and it's almost overwhelming. So here we have a cherry scent. We had apple cherry strudel. We had maraschino sugar cookie. We have cherry chestnut. Anyway, my point is that customers have to make decisions on what cherry scent they're going to want to buy, and cherry can be a little bit of a scent that is controversial for some. So I feel like this one will not return. Cherry chestnut, I think, probably will, just because it was a new release. and people wanted to try it. It is on the lighter side, a very nice scent, but just on the lighter side, almost too light for me personally. We have Christmas Cottage, which is a bestseller, and I suspect we will see that one back. I would be surprised if it didn't return. It's like a spicy, fruity scent, very festive and holiday. Cider Mill is an apple pumpkin spice scent, very, very nice, and I think we'll see that one back. It's kind of a staple on the team kind of scent. Cinnamon Bear is one that sells well with the public. It's a red hot cinnamon, so I think that one will be back. Cinnamon Pine Cones I also think will be back. It is a good solid scent in terms of traditional holiday appeal, and it seems to sell well. Ever since it came out as a scent of the month, I feel like that one's done well. Right, we have the classic Curve Gloss Gray Warmer, which I have not tried any of those warmers, but they have a huge dish. So keep that in mind. I think there are some other classic curves that have gone, through the color cycle. I believe we only have black left, but I'd have to verify that. Clove and Cinnamon, I had, I think, 3 in the local order. I should say Balsam Spice, we also had 3. Clove and Cinnamon, we had 3 in the local order, and this is a strong and long bar, which means it's strong and long lasting. Mostly clove, a little bit of potpourri style cinnamon. We have Coastal Light Warmer. Cozy Cardigan, I hope returns. It's a lighter scent in the same wheelhouse as Cashmere and Corduroy, but definitely different enough that they're their own entities. So this one is more of a floral suede, a pretty blush type of scent, and really, really nice. Hope to see that one come back. I suspect it will, but you just never know. All right, so we have Crayon Apple Crumble. I think this one will return. I think it sold well enough, and it's got its own little twist. Here's another example. Right now, Scentsy has put out a bunch of cranberry scents because they got rid of Very Merry Cranberry and Cranberry Garland. And then now they have they're like scrambling to get a cranberry that people are going to want to attach to. So this one is nice. It's almost like a Crayon Apple Crumble with like a dollop of whipped cream, not too much whipped cream. I picked up 3 bars, as you would have noticed in the order. But I think this one will come back. I'm taking a chance not clubbing it, so hopefully I don't regret that. Cranberry and Cardamom is a very strong scent. I can't remember if it's long lasting, but I remember it's very strong. I have a feeling this won't come back, but I just have this feeling. I'm not sure why. And then we have Cranberry Candy Cane. I think this one will not come back. I just think sometimes they put some of these LTOs in. Perhaps maybe they didn't sell enough the previous year and they just want to clear out more stock. I'm really not sure with their decision making on some of the scents, but let's continue. Creamy Vanilla and Nutmeg Oil, which I did pick up, but I don't know if I've used yet. Crown and Gold Mini is a glass, so keep in mind, lighter performing warmer there for sure. Probably not one that you'd want great results from, but nice for an illumination purpose. We have Dutch Apple Bread. I don't think we'll see that one back. I have a feeling it's had its life in the catalog. Emerald Waves, another mini warmer. I don't recall that one even coming out, so I must have been sleeping during that period. Eucalyptus Wreath, I believe we will see that one back. I feel like it's got its own little section and it'll return, I suspect. We have the Ezra the Elephant, which is so adorable. Falling Apples was one that was in the local order, and I got to smell it, and I was like, wow, this is so pleasant. I forgot about this one. I would have said that it wasn't returning, but then after smelling it, I'm like, oh, this is really nice. So I don't know if enough sales happened for this one to return. I would say this one's in jeopardy, but nicer than I remember. All right, we have Farm Stand Pumpkin. I suspect this one will come back. It's in the spice category, but to me, it's more of a caramel pumpkin. And I don't really get cinnamon or apple that it mentions in the description. It's pretty good, but just not one that I gravitate towards. First Day of Fall, I feel like this is a lower level performing wax for a fall scent. So if you like more of a gentle fall scent, I would maybe pick something like this. I think it'll come back because it seems to have that little, special twist of using it on the first day of fall. We have the Forest Light Warmer. We have Forever Fall, which is not a scent for me. I don't know how to call this one because I see that it's sold out in scent circles, but personally I would think that it wasn't going to come back, but then when I see it sold out in scent circles, I'm just really not sure. I don't know how popular that one was. French lavender is being discontinued and Provence lavender is apparently taking its place. So make sure you put that one in your club because I don't think it's coming back. Frosted cedar, I revisited this recently in my empties. And it was really enjoyable. I liked it a lot, so I hope it comes back. It's nice and strong, so it's a fresh apple kind of invigorating scent. We have Jenna the giraffe. That is just so adorable. Gimme Candy is one that I don't think is going to come back. I think Gimme Candy and Scary Good are going to be replaced with Spooky But Sweet. So gingerbread pecan waffles, I think because it's a bakery, hopefully it will return because we're kind of low on bakeries. But I think that one will have done well enough to come back for sure. Again, I could be wrong, so remember, club what you love. Glacier Water products, leaving. Gold Cracked Marble Mini Warmer. Golden Meadow is a really nice warmer, and I'm surprised to see that one retiring already, but it's a really nice warmer if you want to pick it up. I have it and I really like it. We have Hay Rides. I think that one will come back. It's kind of a rework of Golden Garland. And we have some Harry Potter products. We have the Jewel Deluxe Diffuser. Keep in mind that we are not going to be stocking any of the deluxe diffusers, so if you want one, now is the time. All right, we're going to skip over the last chance bundles. We have Leaves and Lavender. This one I don't think is going to return. I think that this one, I don't know, I just got bad feedback from this one. I liked it personally, but I don't think it's coming back. Letterboard is rumored to be not a great performer, but that's just, I've not tried it myself. We have some Luna products. Mahogany and Oak Oil, I have not tried. Make Me Snickerdoodle. I would have thought this one would not have returned, but this year it seemed to get a little bit better in terms of sales. I noticed more people talking about it. Some of my customers were ordering it, so I think that one might sneak by for another season. Maple Apple Bourbon. I think this one has enough fans that it will stay. It is a very strong and long scent. The pods are a lingerer, and I had that warming or diffusing in my entranceway for quite a while before we moved, and you could just smell maple apple bourbon. It's like you couldn't get rid of it. So I think it will cut back. Marble Mini Warmer. That's a nice ceramic warmer, nice and neutral. We have Marshmallow Buttercream. Definitely worth a try if you like oils that are vanilla in nature. And we have Midnight Floral Warmer. I forgot to tell you guys that I've tried to film this portion of the video. This is my 4th attempt. First time my iPad crashed. Second time I filmed the whole thing, and when I took my microphone out, my iPad crashed, so I definitely have iPad problems. Third time, I was walking in the garage. I sometimes walk in the garage of the apartment building, and there was a loud tick-tick noise where I think my cord was hitting the microphone. So I'm not doing this again, and hopefully I'm not forgetting to say stuff, but it is what it is. Okay, Midnight Mahogany. This one I don't think is coming back, so if you like this one, club it. It's a lighter scent from my memory, but I felt like it was a nice scent, just I can't remember a lot about it. The Mod warmers are plastic, keep that in mind, but they're good for travel, and they're 6 watt. We have Ocean Life Mini Warmer, that's a cutie. Ceramics, a good performer. And we have a few oils here. Out of these oils, I've tried Ocean Mist and Aloe. I think I like that one. And Peppermint and Vanilla, I think, reminds me of Peppermint Everything. But I think I like Peppermint Everything a little bit better. All right, Perfect Peppermint. Ironically, that one didn't sell very well for me this year, so I mean, it's a standard peppermint. It's got a tiny twinge of vanilla to my nose. I think it's in jeopardy. Maybe they'll bring out a new one. I have no idea. If its sales are declining, they might bring it a new release out in a peppermint. We'll see. Pistachio Woods. I would have guessed this would return. However, I got a lot of feedback on one of my live videos that this was their least favorite new release, so I just really don't know. And then we have Polar Bear Hug, excuse me. You only get one hug. This one I think will return. It's a best-selling scent from the past. It's been reworked from Eskimo Kiss, so I think we'll see that one back. Okay, pumpkin cinnamon swirl. I picked up 3 in my order. I don't think I'm going to club it, but I do really enjoy this one. Many years ago, I had a bunch to work through and I got a little bit tired of it, but that's the only reason. It's a really yummy, like a pumpkin infused Cinnabon. It's really, really yummy. It's in the spice category, but it should be in the bakery in my opinion. Pumpkin roll is another one that I love. This one I'm going to club just to be on the safe side. Although the fact that it did well in the Gordy Goodness collection probably helped its sales, so that's really good. Rum Pum Plum. I think that one will return for another year just because we're so low on bakery, and it's a plum bakery and you can actually smell bakery. So different than sweet plum pastry, but people do seem to love that one. So I think we'll see it back. We have the Salerno warmer. This is a really versatile warmer. You can put different colored bulbs in for different seasons, such as red and green for holidays. You could do green or purple or orange for Halloween. You could do green for St. Patrick's Day. So just a lot of ways to work around that. You could do pink for Valentine's. And it's a pretty good performer. All right, we have salted caramel toffee. I think that one will return. It's a salted caramel butterscotch toffee scent. Scarlet sunflower. I believe we had one from my local order for that one. Scarlet sunflower in the cleaning and the scent products. I think this one will not return. I think the fact that it's leaving in the cleaning, it may have just run its life in the Scentsy lifespan of scents. Scary Good, I mentioned I don't think it's coming back. Silver Bells. My order had 14 Silver Bell scents, I believe. So my locals really like this one, as do I. It's going to go in my club. It's a beautiful body care, minty, sweet scent. It's not very minty. It's kind of like a dusty mint scent. It's really, really nice. Hard to explain, very unique. Sleigh Ride. I think we had one in my local order. This is a really nice tree, cranberry, kind of basic but well done scent. I think that one will return. Snowberry. I think this one will also return because it was retired a few years ago and there was an uproar. So I think the people got the shock of their lives and they make sure that they protect that one now. And then we have the Sunset Sands Warmer, which I have going in my room. It's a little too bright for my room, so I'm probably going to switch it. But Toasted Vanilla Cranberry, I will mention to you, I've recently been diffusing that. It reminds me a lot of the scent Candied Cranberry Pecan. So if you like that scent, you might want to grab that oil. Vanilla Barnwood. I don't think we're going to see this one back. This was in the holiday collection last year, or is it the year before? I forget. Anyway, I think this one is going to be leaving the catalog. So we have Vanilla Bean Buttercream products. We have the Verve Warmer, which my mom's nickname is Verve or Vervy. So I'd love to get that one for her, but it wouldn't match anything in her house. Plus, she only changes the wax when I come over, and that's because I change the wax, not her. Okay, Very Snowy Spruce. I believe I had 3 to 4 in the order. I can't remember, but this is a best-selling evergreen style scent, and I suspect we will see it back. All right, moving on. Vino Warmer, which I have. White Amber Antique is leaving in the laundry. Okay, so we have White Peach and Cranberry. I believe that one will return. It was a nice, bright, fruity scent for people that don't like a lot of spice in the fall and winter. That was a nice option. Mostly peach to me. We have White Peach and Eucalyptus Oil. Okay, White Pumpkin and Driftwood. I think this is a really nice scent. I think it's a good performing scent, nice and long-lasting. But I think that people don't really know about this, so I don't think this one will return. I think it'll kind of just get lost. So unfortunately, I think it's not coming back. Winterberry Apple Tea, I believe, will come back. That is a nice apple, honey, cranberry tea scent. And we have the Woven Warmer, which is the charitable cause warmer for the year. It's a very nice warmer in the sense that it could go with a lot of decor. And then we have the Zen Rock, which I'm kind of sad to see an old school element be retired, but I guess it's time for it to go. I believe that one is a 12 watt. So again, make sure you club any of the scents that you want to secure in your club, as they always get my bar feature. And if you don't want to do that, you can put an order through before the end of the month. Keep in mind the bundles and saves on the websites are going away. If you want to get the buy 5-6 bar free, contact your consultant. All right. I think we have a couple more parts of the video, so stay tuned. All right, so now we're going to go talk about scent of the months for 2024. I did 3 voting polls in December, and 2 of the voting polls, I believe the first one or the second one was 408 votes, one was 407 votes. The third voting poll was really slow to get votes, and I think what it might be is maybe people had lost interest, or they hadn't tried all the scents because snowflakes and sage came out, and people don't necessarily get to warming right away. So we finally got to the 400. I think I called it at 407, and that way I could just cross-reference all the scents of the month easily. Now what I do is I usually put the first 4 in a heat, the middle section of 4 months, and then the last 4 months in their own heat. So it's not really exactly scientific, because if you were doing it, you'd have to have them all pitted against one another, and you would go by sales probably, but we have a list. So I'm going to put a little split screen here of my order, and I did have to go to a tiebreaker on 2 sets of 2 cents. So, and one tiebreaker was really tight, so I will tell you. All right, so in the lead was Spooky But Sweet, and that was scent of the month, I believe, for September. In second place was Jammin' Jubilee. That was one of my favorite scents of the month. It came in second. And those 2 scents were pretty high up on the voting list. Just below that was Shamrock Splash. That was a very fruity scent. Then we had Christmas Cookie, which was a combination of a tree and an orange and a cookie. I think it was gingerbread cookie to be exact. Now the first tiebreaker was between Honeycrisp Harvest and Candy Orchard. And it's so funny because even the tiebreaker was tight. It was like 49 to 51%. Like 49% for Candy Orchard and 51% for Honeycrisp Harvest. So I put Honeycrisp Harvest in spot number 5, which is a really pretty apple scent, just on the lighter side. And then Candy Orchard is almost like a really raspberry, fluffy cotton candy scent. I really, really like that one. So in 7th place, we have Cotton Candy Tales, which I believe was scent of the month for March. That one had a little bit of that undertone burnt sugar note that Scentsy really seems to like, so I didn't care for that one. Now, the next 2 scents were also by tiebreaker. So in 8th spot, winning its tiebreaker was Snowflakes and Sage, and then Provence Lavender came in spot number 9. In spot number 10, we had Sunshine Mango. Now, interesting that that's in the catalog as a bestseller. I don't think it's a bestseller with people that watch Patricia YouTube videos, but Scentsy says it's a bestseller. In 11th place, also a scent that's made it into the catalog, is Blooming Marvelous. So 11th place out of 12th. And in last position was Vanilla Chestnut, which was almost like a earthy, woodsy vanilla scent with a little bit of nuts. All right, so thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. A lot going on in the video, so much so I had to split it up into 2 days. I have a different clothing on. So I hope you found the video fun, informative, or just entertaining as you're doing maybe some chores around the house. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.